Hello, hello, and welcome to this really last week of February and really crazy week. Um, and you're going to see why in a few seconds. So today was a day when I discussed a little bit about gratitude before I started with the numbers, and I find it very important because this week that's coming is going to be quite challenging. And gratitude is one form of taking all that challenge and turning it into something good. So, anyway, I was just starting the Romanian version by saying that I'm very grateful to my friends who made things for me or gave me gifts. It's like this blouse that's a gift, and these earrings that are also a gift from, actually, they've been made for me by a friend. And I was just saying that it's sometimes crazy how we seem to forget that there are really small things in our lives that make us very happy, or give us a lot of joy. And I think that's what gratitude should be about, like be grateful for the small things, be grateful for the good things, but also for, the not so happy experiences or stuff like that. And it's it's a week, the week that's coming, it's going to give us a lot of opportunities to test our capacity to be grateful. um, it's well it's a given. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. And I was also discussing that with friends of mine last week. It was a very mental week last week, and it's ending today. And today is the first day of Mercury actually going forward. Getting out of retrograde. So that's really cool. But since we've been doing this whole mental ping pong over the past 3 weeks, well, actually four, um, it's going to take a while to get back to normal, to how we used to communicate before Mercury retrograde. So we're going to probably have a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days, when we'll still be feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. And since it was in air sign, we're talking about lack of concentration, lack of attention, perhaps hastily spoken words, perhaps difficulties in you know um, talking or writing or whatever. So it's going to be a couple of challenging days from now onwards, till about Wednesday. Um, Also, I was thinking about comparisons because it's very hard to be grateful when you're comparing yourself to other people or to other stuff. You're comparing your situation to other situations. And the thing is, I find that this end of the month and this week that's coming, it's going to give us a lot of opportunities to actually figure out how cool we are and how great we are and how unique we are and how that is the greatest blessing there is. So I just hope that it's not too painful, that the realization of that is not too painful. I just hope it's smooth and nice, you know. But anyway, let's start with the energy of the numbers. And Monday, 22nd of February 2021 is a wonderful day. It's a wonderful two energy from the overall 11. It's got 5 2s, like 22, 2 from February, and another 2 2s from the year. So it's like 5. It's wow. So first and foremost, it's going to be a day with a great capacity for planning and organization. And that comes from the 22 in the day, because it's a 4. That's, structure, work, organization. Then, seeing as it is a 2 from 11, it's a great capacity for building partnerships. It's also a great capacity for creating, for being very innovative. On the downside, let's say, so many 2s are a big sign of attachment and dependencies. And also, it may mean that we will be on the defensive. We're going to build walls and keep behind those walls for some reason. And tomorrow, also because of these many 2s, for some of us, for some of you, it may be a day where health is very much a concern. So try to keep it really cool. Try to keep it mindful, and be mindful of your own health in any way. I mean, it can be mental health or financial health or relationship health or whatever. It can also mean, that you're going to hospital. I don't know. Just it'll be okay. In the end, it will be okay. Then we go to Tuesday, which is 23rd of February, 2021. It's a beautiful 3 energy. And the word of the day is change. And it's a day when there's a lot of competition, because it's a Tuesday. So Mars is leading the game. It's a day of competition, but the thing is, the competition might only be in our heads, like we're competing with someone, but that person doesn't know that we're competing with them, that kind of thing. So if you want to compete with someone, you should probably tell them, hey, I would like to compete with you, because they might not know that. And this might frustrate you. And it's a day when we reject what we must do for doing what we want to do. We're like that spoiled kid that's rolling on the floor asking for, I don't know what kind of toy in the shop, And be very careful that this attitude of rejecting what must be done to do what feels right or what feels good at the moment, that might be actually punished, like parents give the kid a timeout. We might also get a timeout. Okay, so now we go to Wednesday, the 24th of February. It's one of my favorite energies, actually. It's a 4. And it's probably the first day in a long time when we will feel normal communication-wise. I mean, we'll actually feel functional. We'll feel like we have all our words with us, and that, that we're able to articulate what we want to say, and it comes out right. Being a 4 energy, it's also a very strictly work-related energy, where we are very detail-oriented. We're very picky when it comes to everything. It's like, wow, I can finally work. I can finally think. I can finally express myself. So it's really a very I think it's the best day of the entire week, honestly. And next, Thursday, the 25th of February. It's a wonderful, wonderful 5 energy. And we know that 5 is very joyful. And today, joy comes from those very small things, you know. So I'm back to gratitude. I'm back to the word that started the whole thing. Joy comes from those very small, almost insignificant things, like, you know, a cookie that somebody gives you, or the fact that um, you drink a good cup of coffee in the morning, or that you find a parking spot when you didn't think you would. So it's those little things that we sometimes forget to be grateful for, that we sometimes take for granted. And also, it's a very creative day, in the sense that perhaps you're going to be creating I don't know, a new sandwich flavor, or, you know, mix that you like, or maybe you're going to find a way to I don't know, do storage of wind energy. I have no idea. It could be anything, but it's something very, either very funny, you know, or very practical. But it's a very creative day. I mean, I'm not thinking, you know, like you're gonna fix your car using pantyhose. I have no idea. But it's something new. It's something crazy. And since it's Thursday, and Jupiter is the one coordinating and governing the day, keep in mind that every little joy can become tenfold or hundredfold, because that's the way Jupiter works. And then we get to Friday. So Friday is 26th of February 2021. And it's a beautiful 6 energy. And the word of the day, or the words of the day, comfort zone. It's one of those days when it could go either way, but the general feeling is I really don't want to get out of bed, you know. I really don't want to do anything today. And it's it's quite strange in a way that this is, you know, this is an energy that could go either way. As I said, it could be either very happy, joy, joy, or very kind of depressing. And I don't use this word lightly, you know. It's not like depressing in the sense of really going down, but in the sense of, you know, not feeling like you don't want to do anything. And I think it's a day of choices on Friday. I think it's going to be it's going to come down to what I want to choose for myself. You know, like, what feelings do I want to feel? What stories do I want to read? What words do I want to hear? What words do I want to speak? What actions do I want to take? Because it is just so easy, you know, to just snooze your phone, or throw the alarm clock away and just not do anything. And it's not a day of doing or whatever, you know. It's a 26 is usually, it's actually 8 energy, so it's quite materialistic. It's quite action based, but it could go either way. It could go positive or negative. And we get to Saturday. 26 is actually the day before the full moon in Virgo. So in a way, it is kind of, you know, I don't want to do anything. I just want to put the blankets over my head and just forget about the world. Because Saturday is actually the day of the full moon in Virgo. And 27, it's a 9, right? So caring for others. And 27th of February is a 7 energy. So it's the energy based on the number that divinity holds. And the whole message is something like independence on the one hand and tolerance on the other. So it's kind of like you're going to like and care for the people who leave you alone. You're going to want to be more introspective, more by yourself, with your own thoughts. And, you're going to probably want to take a break from everyone else. And it's going to be one of those days when you're going to put yourself first. You're going to put yourself first, and you're going to say to hell with everyone else. And when I'm saying, so that's about the independence part. Let's get to the tolerance part. When I'm saying tolerance, I mean more like we're going to get probably people, events, meetings, situations where we need to be tolerant by making an effort to be so. It's not going to come easily. It's not going to come naturally. It's actually going to be something that we strain to achieve, this whole tolerance thing. And we might actually find ourselves saying things that are completely not to say intolerant, but that are not fully processed, and they may be mean or they may be judgmental, willingly or unwillingly. I have no idea. But since we're talking about Saturday and we're talking about this tolerance thing, Saturn might be trying to send us a message saying, I think you should try tolerance for a while, or I think you should try patience, or I think you should try calm. So when we're talking about, patience in the whole context of the month of February, it's more like being patient and not being in a hurry to say things or to do things or to whatever. So perhaps Saturday, like the second to last day of the month, is more about, have you learned to keep your calm? Have you learned to think things through before you speak? Have you learned to be patient? And have you learned that you're not perfect and nobody's perfect? So, you could practice a little bit of tolerance. So I think that's basically the message that Saturday is bringing us. Yeah. The lesson of the full moon, though, in Virgo is about cleaning stuff, and particularly cleaning our minds and detox. And by that, I mean all sorts of detox. And also by putting order in chaos or in the disorder that we might have either in our home or in our lives or in our minds or whatever. And the funny thing is, Virgo meets Saturn, like Virgo, the perfectionist, meets Saturn, the teacher, the organizer, the ruler. And it's a very beautiful meeting, because whether we want it or not, whether we participate or not, we are going to get order. I think it's best if we participate, Either way, it will happen. So we get to Sunday, 28th of February, 2021. And my very favorite energy that you already know, it's 8. And what can I say about this Sunday? Honestly, I don't want to say anything at all, because it's the first time when my favorite energy in the whole wide world is not telling me good things. Okay, so here's what we're talking about. We're talking about 28, first of all, which is a 1, which is control. And we're talking about order and control. Those are the words of the day. And this control is very bossy, very, I could say aggressive, very, you need to do what I tell you to do. Which, if you tell me that, I'm like, really? And this 8 energy could go, it's like infinity. There's a plus infinity and a minus infinity. There's, it's not about not materializing stuff, because that's going to happen anyway. The stuff we build in our minds, the stuff we think about, we talk about, that's going to happen. It's more about this demanding, this very aggressive and controlling energy of 8 that I don't know how to express it, And of course, since for me it's one of my favorite energies, right? So I'm going to give it what it wants. Of course, I'm going to try at least. But I think again, it's about the choices we make. It's a Sunday, for crying out loud. I mean, Sundays, they should be by definition sunny, beautiful, ta-da, and this one is bossy and controlling and demanding and something like that. But I guess we have to have those days as well, so we can appreciate the sunny, beautiful. We're getting down to gratitude again. Yeah. So that's basically the week, the numbers of the week. It's the end of the month. It's the end of a beautiful hangover, mental hangover that former Mercury retrograde has sort of pushed into us, at least for the first few days of the week. It's a beautiful full moon with a lot of lessons, and this whole detox thing is like super. And perhaps this last day 8 energy that's so demanding, it's because we need to put order in our minds and in our hearts and in our lives for what comes next. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. As always, we'll see. I just wanted to say that we still have a week of potentially looking through our past and taking from it what needs to be taken, like the lesson and the message. And I've been talking to a few people last week about things of the past, and I realized that we have a lousy memory, very, very bad memory when it comes to the good stuff and the good emotions and the good positive things that happen to us, but we have a very good memory when it comes to shit and to all of the crazy stuff that happened to us. That's, I would delete if it were possible, right? And I realized that miraculously, we have this sadistic pleasure of talking about the shit in our lives, in our past. And we remember it in such vivid detail, And the thing is, every time we remember it, it's the same. It doesn't change. So my take on last week and on this whole thing is that the past cannot change, but what can change is how we feel about it. So that's why I started this with a talk about gratitude, because we probably should be grateful about all the things in our past and all the things that shaped us the way that we are. And all of the things that gave us the ambition, or it gave us the capacity to move forward. And also, I'm going to take it again. I'm going to say it again. Patience in regards to our lives, and calm and kindness. There can never be too much of that. So this is going to be one of those weeks when and each day is going to be one day where all of that will mean something, and it might make the difference between a really, really good day and a really, really shitty day. So I totally wish you all a planned week. I wish you have the clarity to recognize the little blessings and to thank the powers that be for those little blessings. And of course, as always, I wish you all the very best. See you next time. Bye-bye.